Inside, I see Meredith lying on the floor. Hey there, little one. It's been so long since I've seen her. She's gotten so big.
Yeah, she's been growing.
I'm really worried about Sayori, but I'm uncertain how to bring up my concerns. I wish I was better at social interactions. Where's MC?
He's been putting in extra hours at work. He won't be home for a while.
I sit down on the floor next to Meredith and tickle her cheeks a little bit. Sayori sits down next to me. I am just delaying what I know I need to do. Sayori, I sigh. You are my friend. I care about you.
Yuri!
Which is why I'm asking you to answer honestly. Are you okay?
Why do you keep asking me that? I don't want you to worry about me.
You like it when your friends are happy, right? Sayori nods her head. I reach over and give Sayori a hug. I also want my friends to be happy. That includes you. Sayori doesn't say anything and I just hold her. She doesn't hug me back and her just sits there silently sobbing. After a few minutes, she pulls away from me and wipes her tears.
Thanks, I needed that. I guess I've been feeling a little overwhelmed with the baby and everything.
I can see the lie on her face. She can't even keep up a convincing mask right now. It's a good thing I'm not doing very well in my classes right now because I am not leaving her alone tonight. Fortunately, inspired by Monica's action in high school, I took a CPR course last winter. I really hope I don't end up needing to use it. Sayori, when was the last time you talked to your doctor about your meds? You're scaring me right now. I'm not certain they're working.
I haven't been taking them.
I just stare at her in shock. What? My outburst startles Meredith and she starts to cry. Sayori gently picks her up and tries to comfort her. I feel guilty. Sorry.
She'll be okay.
But I'm not certain you will be. Why aren't you taking your meds? I know you had to go off of them while pregnant, but that was months ago. Unless, do they cause a problem while nursing?
No, both of my doctors said it's fine to take them while breastfeeding.
Then why aren't you taking them?
I don't want to talk about it.
Does MC know you're not taking your meds? I give her my best glare. I wish Natsuki was here. She's great at glaring. I reach for my phone. I'm calling him. He needs to know.
No, please don't!
I just look at her.
If you do, he will worry and I'll leave work to come home.
God, I want him to worry about you. I'm worried about you.
Please don't!
Unless you give me a very convincing reason why you're off your meds right now, I am going to tell him I think you're suicidal again. Because I think you are.
I can't afford them. We weren't ready for me to get pregnant, but I did. Don't get me wrong, I love my daughter dearly.
Sayori holds Meredith close.
She may be unplanned, but she isn't unwanted. But money has always been tight for us since we got married. And now not only do we have all these hospital doctor bills for the pregnancy, but I can't work because daycare is too expensive. It's why MC is working extra hours. Last time I was supposed to refill my prescription. I couldn't pay for it, so I didn't.
You can't afford your medications. Doesn't MC's job provide health insurance?
Yeah, but there's a $15 copay.
Wait, you're not taking your meds because of $15? I knew money was tight for them. I had no clue it was that bad, though. It suddenly occurs to me to wonder how they're doing with food now. Sayori, let's go pick up your prescription together. I'll cover your copay. Sayori wipes some of her tears away.
That's a really nice offer, but I don't want you to. I hate depending on the charity of others. We're already getting food stamps, and our parents frequently invite us over for dinner and make certain there are lots of leftovers for us to take home. I don't want to be a burden on you, too.
I think for a minute. Was I a burden when you and MC took me home after that bad date?
No. But that was different. You could have been really hurt or died then.
And you could get really hurt or die without your meds. Remember what happened before you started taking them?
Yeah.
If your depression wasn't affecting you so much right now, you would know that I'm right about this. Sarah looks down at Meredith. If you won't do it for me, do it for her.
Okay, let's go.
I help her pack up Meredith and we walk together to the pharmacy. When we return from the pharmacy, Sarah sets down Meredith and takes her pills with water. I feel ready to just collapse. As much as I want to just go home and go to bed, I know I can't. Antidepressants aren't instantaneous. I need to stay here until MC gets home. Sarah looks exhausted as well. Taking care of Meredith must be a full-time job with no breaks. Just to prove my point, she begins crying right then. Anything I can do to help?
No, she's hungry. I need to feed her.
I feel a little uncomfortable as Sarah lifts her shirt and begins to nurse her daughter in front of me. Apparently I let some of my awkwardness show as Sarah perks up.
Sorry, I didn't think you would mind. If you hand me that baby blanket over there, I'll cover up.
It's okay, it just surprised me a bit. She is a good friend, and we're both women after all. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I was planning to make some chamomile tea. Would you like some as well?
We don't have any.
I bought a box for myself at the pharmacy while you were picking up your prescription. Actually, I bought it specifically so I can make some for her. I'm hoping it will help her relax, and I am intending to accidentally leave it here.
Oh, okay. Our kettle is in the cupboard down there.
I go over to the corner of their living room that is technically their kitchen. I find the kettle, fill it with water, and start heating it up. While waiting for the water, I think about Suri's being a mother and wonder what it is like. As I return with the tea, I see that Suri has fallen asleep, sitting up, still nursing Meredith. I set our tea down on the table. I guess Suri didn't need it after all. I don't drink my tea either. I don't have time to relax. I quietly get my textbook and begin reading. I may have missed tonight's class, but I can at least try to keep up as best I can. Suri startles awake as Meredith coughs and begins to fuss. Is she okay?
I didn't mean to doze off like that. She just needs to be burped. Can you hand me that towel over there?
I stand up and get the towel Siri is pointing towards. Are you okay if I did it?
If you want to.
I put the towel over my left shoulder.
I'm guessing you've never done this before.
No, did I do something wrong?
You're going to put the towel much further back.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's better.
Siri lifts Meredith towards me.
Here you go, careful with her head.
I take Meredith from Siri and rest her against my shoulder. I start patting her on the back like I've seen others do. Like this.
A little bit harder.
Although concerned about hurting her, I use a bit more force with pats.
Careful, she's about to...
Meredith throws up and, of course, somehow manages to miss the towel completely, so it gets all over my sleeve.
Sorry about that, is it wool?
Yeah, but I can hand wash it.
Still...
Hey, I asked you if I could.
True.
I sit Meredith down the floor in front of me. I start using a baby voice to her. Besides, that's what babies do, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
She likes you.
I smile as I use the towel to wipe off my sleeve as best I can. I realize this old tan sweater I'm wearing is getting pretty threadbare.
Your class? When were you supposed to leave for that?
I look at the time on my phone. It ended about 10 minutes ago.
I'm so sorry. I don't want you to fail your class and...
I gently put my hand on her back. It's okay. I'm not going to fail because I missed a single class. And you're more important to me.
But I don't feel like I deserve.
You are not your feelings.
What?
You are not your feelings. That is what you told me in the hospital after your suicide attempt. I'm reminding you about that because right now your feelings are telling you that you don't deserve help, but that's not true. I chose to stay here tonight because you both need and deserve all the help I can give.
I know you're right. It's my depression telling me I'm worthless. But it's just...
And that's why I'm staying with you until MC gets home.
Thank you. Dinner! I'm for a bit. I'm still not a great cook, and it'll be easier if I don't have to worry about her, too.
I smile and pick up Meredith. Of course, I would enjoy some time with her anyway.
Thanks.
Siri goes over to the kitchen area and starts filling up a pot with water. I set Meredith on my lap. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. We do this for a while until she starts to lose interest. I look over towards Siri and see that she is chopping up a couple of vegetables while something is boiling on the stove. I hear Meredith start to fuss a bit, so I turn my attention back to her. Oh, it's okay, little one. Mama will be back soon, but I'm good enough for you, or for now, aren't I? Apparently I'm not, as she continues to fuss. She's not crying yet. I'm afraid she will soon. I really wish I knew what was wrong. I don't want Sarah to be any more stressed than she already is. Maybe I should offer to cook. No, Sarah seems happier now than I've seen her all night. I think she needs even this small break away from Meredith almost as much as she needs her meds. I can handle a baby for a couple of minutes. I set Meredith on my knee and begin to bounce her a bit. Walking horsey. As I do this, I realize that she feels a bit squishy. Suspecting she may need a change, I lift Meredith up and take a quick sniff. Whew. Yep, that explains why she's fussy right now. I check Sarah's diaper bag and find some diapers and wipes in there. This isn't going to be pleasant, but I can do it. I'm done. Meredith is clean and happy. I, however, am not. I take off my sweater and put it in the container along with the used diaper. It needs to be burned, but I don't have an incinerator handy. I wipe my hands and face as best I can with wipes, but I really need a shower. I don't care how late I get home tonight or how early I have to go to work tomorrow. I will be taking one as soon as I can. At least I know quite a few things you shouldn't do when changing a baby's diaper. I pick up Meredith and set her on my lap. Okay, little one, you are never doing that to me again. She smiles. Yeah, you think it's funny now. Wait until you're the one changing the diaper. She yawns. I'm tired. Come here then. I cradle her in my arms and gently rock her while humming a gentle melody. We're still like this when Siri quietly comes up.
She asleep?
Yeah.
You're a natural.
I blush thinking about the recent diaper disaster. Tell that to my sweater.
Huh?
I was wondering what you cooked for MC.
Ramen with a few seasonings, veggies, and a cut-up jerky stick thrown in. Nothing terribly exciting.
It sounds like a very cost-effective meal.
It is. I should have asked. Did you want some?
No, thank you, though I appreciate the offer. Right now, my stomach is very much reminding me how long ago my lunch was for me. But I would feel too guilty eating their food when I know how little they have. Meredith jerks a little in my arms. Shh, there. I never ceased rocking her and begin humming to her again. Sarah sits down nearby and just watches me hold her.
It's hard raising a child, but times like this are what make it worth it.
I smile as I continue humming.
I think someday our kids will grow up together and be friends.
I think about what Sarah just asked me. I always assumed I would be a mother someday, but holding the daughter of a friend who is only a month or so older than me drives home the fact that we're adults now. Theoretically, that someday could be 9 months from now. I keep humming, but the smile fades from my face. Though with my current luck at dating. But I'm still young, plenty of time to finish school, meet someone and raise a family of my own. None of my other friends are married or have children yet. However, I do worry occasionally that I will never have that for myself. Siri sees the look of concern I have in my face.
You'll make a great mom.
I look down at Meredith and imagine holding my own son or daughter like this. Someday.
July, year 6. So was Yuri wearing a shirt under that sweater, I guess? I guess she must have been urban really weird.
I wake up to the luxury of sleeping in.
My God, help me.
That happens so rarely. But since today is the 4th of July, the bookstore I work at is closed. I noticed that I got a couple messages while I was asleep.
Oh, can we scroll for more? No.
Meredith pet the neighbor's cat for the first time this morning. How fun! Did she like it? Yeah, but now she won't stop saying kitty though. Lol.
Anyone else free today? I'd like to visit with all of you.
I have nothing going on now, but I have to work this afternoon.
I am free all day today. I would love to get together with you too.
That sounds fun, but I don't have time to get back there and back. Or no time to get there and back.
How about I pick up Yuri and then we visit Natsuki before she leaves for work? Good idea. Come on over. It'll be right there.
Looking forward to this.
No response from Sayori yet, though. I'm guessing she is working today. She has started working part-time at her old job again with MC's mom babysitting Meredith for her. Monica is obviously trying to get together with all of us in person while she can. It was a pleasant surprise that she came back for summer break this year. With my busy schedule, I have not had the chance to see her yet, and I do not want to squander this opportunity. I've barely had time to get dressed when I hear the doorbell. Monica arrived much faster than I expected. I open the door and invite Monica in. Yuri, I hardly recognize you with short hair. Out of habit, I nervously try to fumble with my hair, but of course I can't. I had it cut last month. Do you not like it? It looks fine, just a bit of a shock. Well, we'll need to hurry if we're going to make the bus. Actually, I have my car, so we can just drive there. I'm a little surprised. I didn't realize Monica had her own car. And less time traveling means more time with Natsuki. Oh, and that works too, I suppose. So did you drive here from college? Yeah, it was an all-day drive, but I didn't want to be stuck walking all summer long. Well, I visit. We get in the car. I know Natsuki moved out, but I don't know where she's living now. That's okay, I can guide you there. Start by heading west down Salvato Street. Past the school? Yes. We ride in silence, but are shortly interrupted by both of our phones alerting to us to a message. Since Monica is driving, I check my phone.
Let's see. Hour, like what?
Just got off work. Am it too late to ride bus with you?
What is it? It's Sayori. She's wanting to go with us to Natsuki's. Her apartment is very close by if you're okay with that. Of course, I'll finally get to see Meredith. In that case, turn around and head back towards my house. I'll let her know we'll be picking her up. Monica has a car so we can pick you up. We'll be at your place in just a couple minutes.
And Adam sees parents' house to pick up the baby.
Okay, we'll meet you there. It turns out she's at MC's parents' house. Do you remember how to get there? Of course. Turns out Monica's ability to remember where things are wasn't as good as she thought. I'll let them know we're here. I get out of the car while Monica waits. Once again, I smile at how all the houses in this neighborhood look the same. I'm not surprised Monica got turned around. MC's parents' house is practically indistinguishable from mine. I go up and ring the doorbell.
Yuri, what happened to your hair?
I suppose I should have sent everyone a selfie after my haircut. I didn't think it would be such a big deal. I got a haircut.
It's a cute look on you, though.
I look down and see Meredith peeking out from behind Sayori's legs. Hi there, do you remember me? Meredith doesn't say anything but tries hiding behind Sayori. Guess not.
It's not you, she's just shy.
I understand. It doesn't help that we see each other so rarely.
But that's why today is going to be so great. It's our first chance for the whole literature club to be together again since graduating.
I think for a bit. But what about MC? He was part of the club.
You're right, I'm with him so much I forget that. Unfortunately, he's working all day today. So I guess it won't be everyone.
Let's not worry about that and enjoy today, okay?
Yeah, you're right. Which means we should hurry so we have more time to spend with Lansky.
Oh, yes, you're right. Do you need any help with anything?
If you can carry the diaper bag, you'll get the car seat out of MC's mom's car.
Alright, car seat. Hadn't thought about that. I take the diaper bag from Sayori. Sure thing.